Okay, Sally, how about instead of eating the rich, we just become the rich? Ever thought about that?
I mean, the reason why all these people hate billionaires is because they aren't living like billionaires.
And with that, Sally, I'm gonna hang up. I think you have a negative attitude.
Block her.
Lucas and Jacob are in Omaha, Nebraska right now. Something special about the very middle of the United States. There's literally a glowing bug on me.
It's gold.
But yeah, Warren Buffett lives here.
One of the richest men in the world resides in silly old Nebraska.
Growing up in Nebraska, people always mentioned Warren Buffett. Ever since kindergarten, people would say, did you know like one of the richest people in the world lives here?
And yeah, we thought it would be fun to live like billionaires for a day because being a billionaire sounds really fun. You get to rig elections, use your money to get whatever you want.
Warren Buffett is worth $152 billion at the time of recording this. He owns Berkshire Hathaway. It's like one of the largest companies. And basically Berkshire Hathaway holds a bunch of companies like Coca-Cola, Fruit of the Loom, See's Candy, Dairy Queen, McDonald's. They own like portions of those companies. And it does get kind of weird right now because I do own 0.000074 of a Berkshire Hathaway stock or whatever. So like,
yeah,
is this technically illegal doing this video?
You just gotta disclose it.
In case it somehow is like insider trading that I owned $50 of his company. Sometime around like 2008 or something, Warren Buffett said that by the time he dies or when he dies, he's gonna donate 99% of his wealth to charity. He hasn't done that yet because like I've said, he's literally worth $150 billion, but he does say he's gonna do that.
I mean, let's take him on his word for it. But that's a good thing to say. So your whole life, you can have billions and billions of dollars and say, don't worry guys, once I die, I'll donate it. And then once you die, don't donate it. No one can get mad at you because you're dead. But I'm just saying, if he wanted to do that, he could run it up.
He was born in Omaha, Nebraska. He bought a house in Omaha, Nebraska in like 1958 for like $30,000. That's one of the big characteristics of this guy. He's meant to be like modest and like he drives the same Cadillac from 2001.
He's had that same house his whole life.
He's literally one of the richest people. Everything we know could be a lie.
I'm starting to sweat out here. I don't think he'd be out in the sun this long.
We need to go into our habitat for the next 24 hours. We're staying at the Fountain Autograph Collection.
Hey!
For some reason they refer to it as the Autograph Collection because it sounds fancy. People say it's like the nicest hotel in all of Nebraska. I've never wanted to be flashy. I've always wanted to fit in with everyone, but I'm afraid today might be a flashy day because this hotel in Omaha has a suite called the Billionaire Suite, paying homage. It's named after Warren Buffett, because why else would there be a Billionaire Suite in Omaha, Nebraska?
Trigger warning, if you don't like luxurious stuff, fast forward.
And when we checked into this hotel, they offered us a glass of champagne.
Cheers to the billionaire life.
Well, we actually can't drink this because if we're truly going to live like Warren Buffett today, he doesn't drink alcohol. We're just gonna leave that on the table because he doesn't like alcohol, so we don't like alcohol. Right after entering, you see a plaque. That's because, and then right across from that is a bathroom. This suite has 2 bathrooms.
Oh. This is the crappier one.
This is not where Warren Buffett would poop. He would poop somewhere else.
Now we have a big open living room space, plenty of room to lay out some papers, look at the different trends that are going on with the company. Do we need to sell, short, buy more? Like that's where this would all happen. You have a nice view of the beautiful city of Omaha. Warren Buffett once said, I checked the actuarial tables and the lowest death rate is among 6-year-olds. So I decided to eat like a 6-year-old. It's the safest course I can take.
True though. He has a famous diet, and I feel like nowadays when we think of billionaires, we think they get a children's blood from someplace and inject it to be live forever.
We're holding cherry Cokes because didn't you say part of his everyday routine is downing 6 of these?
He drinks about 5 cans of Coca-Cola. Regular Coca-Cola, his favorite is cherry Coca-Cola, I'm pretty sure.
I love how it's not an overpowering amount of cherry. It's like a cute amount.
It's basically a Shirley Temple, but way better. Yeah, it has an entire kitchen, an island that you can lay out on.
Don't knock over the champagne.
There are some like rustic elements to this hotel, like this plank of wood. Even though we're billionaires, we want to be connected with nature. And then the billionaire bed. I feel like this is good enough for a billionaire. Billionaires are watching, is this good enough for you? I just thought about the best idea to be on the cover of National Enquirer. This man is suing this billionaire's family because he claims the billionaire's ghost told him that he deserves all the wealth.
You could probably go on Dr. Phil from that as well.
It's actually time for dinner at Warren Buffett's favorite restaurant in Omaha. I wonder what Warren puts in his stomach.
Where does one of the richest billionaires eat for dinner?
Well, it's actually this steakhouse from 1944. The finest steak in the world. It looks so dated. I love it. It's called Gorat's. I said that wrong. How do you say it?
Gorat's.
We walked in and the first thing that was told to us was, ooh, you look sassy.
She said, love the tie, sassy.
Using the word sassy immediately is a gay thing because if you told a straight man that he looks sassy, he might actually get mad.
I know, so she clocked right away. These are 2 queers.
And I didn't even speak. I don't even think you spoke.
She saw our faces and just thought, okay, sass queens. Right away, I was trying to get the tea from all the employees. I asked, I think I just announced, I was like, yeah, like we're eating here because Warren Buffett eats here and like he's rich. And she said, yeah, he loves it here. He actually was just here 3 months ago. And I was like, wait, he just eats in this dining room like us? And she said, no, he goes in the back because people get a little bit crazy. So Jacob found out what Warren Buffett orders when he eats here.
Yeah, his famous order at this restaurant is a 22-ounce T-bone, 2 orders of hash browns, which I'm kind of thrown off. I didn't know hash browns were a steakhouse thing.
Oh yeah.
This is an Italian steakhouse, by the way. And then he also gets a cherry Coke.
So I told the employee, I was like, oh yeah, he loves the T-bone, doesn't he? And she said, yeah, we do say he likes that, but lately he's been ordering something different. I guess lately he's been getting into the pastas, specifically the veal piccata. And she said now that he's a little bit older, he's into the pastas. Maybe chewing the steak is too much or something. So that threw off everything. We were like, now what are we gonna do? We have to live like Warren Buffett. And now he's not even following what he says he does.
What the flippity flip? Oh my gosh, billionaire what?
Also, the employee said that Warren Buffett is very nice whenever he comes in and you would never know he's loaded. He's not acting like London Tipton up in there or anything.
Looking at the menu, it's like the typical Italian steakhouse items, but there is one menu item that is luxurious, like really luxurious, and is paying homage to the great Warren Buffett. We love billionaires in this house, oh my gosh! I want him to get even more rich. Billionaire deviled eggs. Now, you don't really picture deviled eggs to be billionaire status, but I was very intrigued.
I asked the waitress, I was like, oh, so these are named after Warren Buffett. And she was kind of vague. She was like, oh, I would assume so, but I don't want to say officially. Like, because I also asked, oh, so does Warren always order this when he comes? And she was like, I don't know, I've never been his waitress. And I said, but he probably likes them. And she said, I would assume if they're called the Billionaire deviled eggs. So like, I think it's unofficially like his favorite appetizer. Right when she brought these out, I got such a whiff of truffle, first of all, and then a little bit of fart, because you know deviled eggs, like it's not even hate. Like all deviled eggs have a little bit of a fart smell, but we love it. Like that's what's so gross about humans. Like it literally smells like a fart, but we want to eat it. I was so excited to eat these. It was bringing me back to Easter.
These had so much flavor, and there was a little bit of sweetness in it, and I was loving it. It was like a burst in your mouth, a little firework going off in your mouth.
Every single egg that I ate was amazing. And you have to eat it in one bite. Do not bite halfway through and be silly. Put the whole thing in your mouth or don't eat it at all.
I have a joke that I told Lucas that he laughed for days about. People that are wealthy on the coast might eat oysters for dinner because you slurp it up, you know? People that are wealthy in middle America probably eat deviled eggs. It's kind of the equivalent.
I know it's a Midwest oyster is what Jacob refers to it as.
No, I would say that we finished this whole entire plate up in probably 2 minutes, 45 seconds.
Oh yeah, it was like kind of a binge moment. Like, okay, one, okay, another, okay, another, okay, another. No stopping in between.
We were fitting in with Warren Buffett. He's binging on money. Like, no one needs $150 billion or whatever he has, but he's binging.
Oh yeah, we got a little bit greedy.
This was the point of dinner where Lucas was on his second Diet Coke. I was on my first Diet Coke.
You didn't get a cherry Coke.
I know, I didn't get a cherry Coke because I just didn't like cherry Coke. Like, I just don't like cherry Coke. I'm gonna admit it.
I know when I was slurping up my second Diet Coke, I realized, oh my gosh, this is infinitely better than regular Coke.
And then the main entrees came. So I got the iconic T-bone, 2 orders of hash browns. Now this looks like a lot of food. Warren's eating up.
I got his more recent meal, the veal piccata, as I said earlier.
From what I understand, a T-bone is half New York strip, half filet, which is very cool. You get the best of both worlds. It's kind of a bisexual piece of the cow. Immediately, I was like, wow, this steak is flavored up. I feel like at this point of the dinner, I was like, am I gonna be able to handle all this flavor? Sometimes you have to prepare yourself for these restaurants. I feel like when I'm just living by myself in my apartment, I eat the blandest, boringest shit ever. So then when I have these explosion meals, it leads to like this like bomb being lit off in my body that can be dangerous. Yeah, but I was enjoying it, and the hash browns were greased up breakfast hash browns. I get why he loves these hash browns because they're crunchy and in the middle is soft. Warren Buffett is a greasy boy because he knows the only way to stay young is to get grease. Oh, when I get old, what's gonna happen to all this like oil in my joints and stuff? You need to supplement that oil because as you get older, it decreases with grease.
So, a review of his more recent entree. I was excited because of just there's all this oil on the pan or butter or something, but upon my first bite, I immediately tasted like this lemon zest and just all of these flavors that worked so well together. I would have preferred it more of chicken. This was a great meal and it still was greasy. Like every bite I ate, I kept thinking, this is gonna give me chin acne, and I didn't care.
Then I dug into the filet, and I gotta say my favorite part was the filet. My second favorite part was the New York strip. I did like both though. Yay.
I enjoyed.
These hash browns were getting boring, so I slathered some ketchup on, and bam, I put those in my mouth, and like, I don't know, hash browns are just so tasty, guys. Like, we aren't doing baked potatoes, we're doing hash browns.
Hash browns are so good, and they're better than fries. Like, it's easier to slurp them down, honestly. I understand why he wants 2 entrees, because 1 plate could be done in 30 seconds.
While we were munching, we kept looking out the window for a 2001 Cadillac, because that's what he drives apparently. Like, I kept looking back, because I was like, I just have a feeling he's gonna show up on this random Tuesday. But he never showed up, unfortunately.
Fun fact, the valet at our hotel said he's been inside that Cadillac when Warren Buffett came to meet Bill Gates. He was the valet and he valeted Warren's car. Isn't that crazy that Warren Buffett allows someone to valet his car? Because if I was the valet, I might be doing some stupid. I'd be looking through everything, you know what I mean? Even though we didn't see Warren Buffett, I do think we saw some other Omaha billionaire adjacent elites. Because while I was going to the restroom, I passed this table and they were saying, that gives us more negotiating power in this business deal. I don't think you say the phrase negotiating power if you have less than 100 million. So it wasn't a complete waste.
No, yeah, at least we got to surround ourselves with some other elite people of Omaha.
Yeah.
As you can see, I finished the T-bone, but I didn't finish both the sides of hash browns. I apologize for not fully living like Warren Buffett and finishing the whole meal. I tried my best though. Then the bill came and I was like, okay, what's the $1 billion bill gonna be like? And it actually was $134 and something cents. And I mean, yes, that is like over $50 each entree. That's fancy, expensive. But I mean, $134 to eat at Warren Buffett's favorite steakhouse, I'm gonna say is a steal.
Somebody at the restaurant has thought of making a fake menu for when Warren Buffett comes in. And, and everything is like 17 times more expensive.
We are now in another part of Omaha. I think this is called Dundee, Omaha. He loves himself some ice cream. I like ice cream too.
Same. We're outside of one of his favorite hot spots.
This place is called E-Creamery. I saw that it was featured on Shark Tank. In 2014, Buffett even brought Paul McCartney here for a scoop. That's like that guy from the Beatles.
The guy from the Rihanna song?
Yeah, 4 or 5 seconds. A few years ago, Warren and Bill Gates were eating ice cream in Dundee at the creamery, just sitting on the benches outside. People left them alone. There's been some people eating here, so we're gonna eat here too.
Let's sit on the benches outside then. Like
Yeah.
Bill Gates and Warren did.
Ooh la la. Someone's looking after us today because we were wondering, wait, how is this ice cream only like $3? It's $2 Tuesday.
This is melting quick because it's so hot out.
Mine's going everywhere. Right now, we're at the bench that Warren Buffett and Paul McCartney ate at. So I'll act like Paul McCartney and you can act like Warren Buffett. Yesterday. Did you know that I was one of the writers on that song? Yesterday by the Beatles?
I want to know more about the Rihanna song.
4 or 5 seconds.
That's some of your best work, sir. It's actually funny, because my favorite flavor as Warren Buffett is the butter brickle, and that's what you got. And today I got the shark bait. It's the flavor they made for Shark Tank, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, doesn't Warren Buffett, you really like butter brickle? It's actually an Omaha classic ice cream. I think it was invented in Omaha, actually.
Mine is so good. It has pretzels in it, and they're like soggy.
Maybe my guardian angel is looking after me, but I think I might be meant to live like Warren Buffett. He eats up. I love the way he's eating.
Didn't you say he also just thinks a lot? Maybe him and Paul McCartney didn't even necessarily speak. It was just more of thinking.
That's what I was getting and I loved it.
That's the exact energy it had.
There's this chair in the corner of the bedroom. Because isn't it kind of a rich people thing? Have your significant other fuck other people and you watch them? I bet that's kind of a billionaire thing. I know regular people do it. Regular people. Billionaires created that trend.
I didn't even think about that. That's definitely what that chair's for.
Oh. Big bathroom that all the billionaires poop in and stuff. So you have the double sinks. You have this big mirror to look at yourself. Yeah.
It weirdly isn't a bidet though. I picture Warren Buffett not to use a bidet though.
I don't think he would use a bidet.
Yeah.
He likes that toilet paper. Now this is definitely the craziest part. It's a bathtub. But then you also, water just dripped, so for some reason it scared me. But then you also have an actual shower. I feel like I've never really seen this whole concoction before.
I mean, look how many effing water shower heads you have.
Wait, what's this?
It's all activated by a touchscreen.
You can pick the temperature.
That's a rich people thing, knowing what temperature you're supposed to use, because right now I don't know what temperature to pick. What's that hole?
Holes can lead anywhere. That's what's cool about holes, I guess. And that's the Billionaire Suite. Wow! Warren Buffett once said, I know all these people eat all these green things and everything, but if somebody told me I would live an extra year if I ate nothing but broccoli and a few other things all my life instead of eating what I like to eat, I would take the year off the end of my life and let me eat what I like to eat.
High five for that.
I wanna be a billionaire so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I never had. Smiling next to Oprah and the Queen.
Whoa, Oprah.
Warren Buffett is like a ukulele person because something about he had a crush on some girl. He wanted to impress her, so he started playing the ukulele. Ever since then, I guess he's kind of a ukulele player.
In the shallow, the shallow. I'm gonna get yelled at, or can you be as loud as you want in the Billionaire Suite?
The next part of his routine would be playing bridge. He really F's with bridge. I read somewhere that him and Bill Gates went to a bridge competition at one of the casinos in Council Bluffs.
Okay, I've never played.
You need 4 players and there's teams of 2, and there's 2
Actually
of us.
fun. Can't play then unless we invite people in here.
Do you have any friends that live close by?
No.
I don't either. But like,
No, this is what he would be doing. We should probably at least pretend like we are, because I want to actually get the full experience.
Good.
I won that one.
I have a 7 though, which is a special one.
Oh, you got that. This is the Brooklyn Bridge.
Triple whammy.
What?
Oh!
This is my triple whammy bridge collapse.
I didn't
won.
collapse it.
I won the whole game. The bridge collapsed and I won.
Congratulations.
No problem.
Something that I think is a good quality about him is that he likes sleeping. He doesn't pretend to sleep like 4 hours a night. Sometimes I wonder like, why do these like really successful people say like they only sleep 4 hours a night and like I'm never tired? What? Why are you guys so tired? So I'm glad that he's actually embracing needing sleep. When I was little, I always thought it was crazy that a guy named Warren Buffett, that was like one of the richest people, lived in Omaha, because I remember thinking, did he become rich from a buffet or what? Because why is his last name Buffet? I used to always say Warm Buffet, like I didn't know his name was actually Warren. I thought it was like, I'm gonna warm up a biscuit, and his last name was Buffet. But now realizing that his last name actually isn't Buffet and it's Buffett kind of annoys me, because I've always had a dream of him opening up a buffet in Omaha, Nebraska.
I mean, he did recently announce that he's stepping down from Berkshire Hathaway soon, so in his retirement years, that could be something fun for you to do, Warren. Start a buffet here in the Midwest. We always could use another buffet.
Warren Buffett just woke up, aka we just woke up, and now we're in the vehicle and we're driving to McDonald's because this is where he goes in the morning apparently.
This was a pivotal part of the documentary that was made about him. Like he said, every day I wake up and go to McDonald's.
This is where things get fishy, and this is where people start doubting him. Everything that he promotes, except for like the Steakhouse last night, I don't think he's like proud of that. But McDonald's, for example, he has like steak in it, or like that's a big part of Berkshire Hathaway. You could say Al is just a way for his businesses to do better.
But his whole investing motto is invest in what you actually like.
Mr. Buffett is known to be a frugal man, and the documentary that I watched the other day from 2017, so it showed him going to McDonald's in the morning. At this location, I think. And he said that he gets different items every day, whether or not he's feeling prosperous or not feeling prosperous. So if Warren Buffett is feeling prosperous, you also could say if the stock market is up, he's going to get the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. If he's feeling down, stocks are down, everything's flapping, he's broke, he gets 2 sausage patties. And then if he's just feeling even, it just is a regular day, he gets the sausage muffin with egg and cheese. So I wasn't recording, but when we were paying for this meal, Lucas asked the lady, even though she seemed like kind of annoyed, Lucas asked, has Warren Buffett been through today? She answered really quickly, like it didn't come off as a lie. She said that Warren doesn't come through anymore, he's too old.
Wouldn't you have pictured she would say, oh, he doesn't come in as much. We said he doesn't come at all anymore. Is he the type of guy who eats in the car? I'm assuming, right?
No, in the documentary, I think it showed him eating it in his office. Usually when I go to McDonald's breakfast, I always get those 2 breakfast burritos. That's my iconic thing. Like, I actually don't know the last time that I got a sandwich for McDonald's breakfast.
He doesn't get an orange juice, but he probably should since he's getting older and needs the vitamin C. So are you actually feeling prosperous today?
I feel like today's gonna be a good day. I have like no bad vibes.
Yeah, I guess I was just a little bit more, not pessimistic because I didn't get the 2 sausages. I just got one of like, oh yeah, today's just neutral.
He would actually just get 2 sausages?
But I wonder if that's his way of always getting his bands up and making sure he doesn't have bad days. Because he's like, I do not want to have to eat 2 sausages.
Oh, that's true. It's so just boring. This is good, but I would never get it again. Like, I actually don't think it's gross, but I just don't f with shit like this.
It's actually such a good breakfast though. Like it's not like it's so heavy or anything. Like it actually is small. Well, I'm all done. My favorite part is the cheese.
That was very pleasurable. For anyone wondering, I set the shower to 108 degrees, and that was like the perfect temperature where like it's so hot, but it's not burning you yet. Whoa.
A rainy morning in Omaha, in the billionaire city.
Right now we're drinking coffee, and this is the one thing that we're doing that isn't fitting Warren Buffett's routine. He wouldn't be drinking coffee, he'd be drinking like a Coca-Cola. We are going to eat some lunch at Crescent Moon in Omaha, Nebraska, because right across the street is the Berkshire Hathaway corporate headquarters or something. So he could literally walk across the street and eat here for lunch. I also saw a few people on Reddit say that they've seen him here. I used to see him at the Crescent Moon for lunch back 10 or more years ago. He would slip in there with someone, sit in one of the window booths, and had a real nondescript security guy sitting 15 feet away having a sandwich at the end of the bar.
My sister-in-law almost hit him with her car once when he was jaywalking across the street by the Crescent Moon. Sometimes he's so hungry he doesn't want to wait for the walking signals. I get it.
So we just walked in, and this is like a bar type place, so it's very, what is the one I'm thinking of? It just feels like the typical American bar.
Yeah, kind of divey.
As you can tell, we're sitting on a booth. So he could have sat in this booth before.
And that's the bar where his security guard would have been.
Burgers, moon melts, salads and wraps, soups, all of the classics. If we wanted to order what Warren orders, he will ask for extra toppings for a burger and then just eat it like a side salad.
I saw him at the Crescent Moon about 2 years ago for lunch. Ordered a burger and an iced tea. This is not an iced tea, it's a Diet Coke.
I also got a Diet Coke. Coca-Cola, like he's a Coca-Cola guy. So have you noticed everywhere we've ate only serves Coca-Cola?
He's not going to a Pepsi establishment.
This is kind of difficult to say, but I know he got a burger. But I kind of want to get the Reuben because it was chosen as Omaha's best Reuben by Omaha World Herald. And it was featured on Man vs. Food. A little Nebraska tidbit is that apparently the Reuben was invented in Omaha, Nebraska at that hotel right across the street. So if that's true, we're like really in the genesis? I don't know what the word to use is, but like we're in like the hot spot of Reubens right now.
Yeah, I might have to get the Reuben too, now that you're hyping it up so much.
I mean, it's probably gonna be magical. So we just ordered our Reubens, the famous Reubens, but we do have some drama to spill.
It has been confirmed that he hasn't been here for years. So it turns out we're actually living a day like Warren Buffett 10 years ago.
I apologize. This is my reaction to what we just heard. Ooh la la.
The Reubens have arrived.
So many tater tots.
I know.
Tater totted we should probably say what a Reuben is. Dark marble rye bread, corned beef, Thousand Island, and provolone?
And sauerkraut.
Oh, sauerkraut,
Can't be
yes.
forgetting the sauerkraut.
Ooh la la.
I believe that this is an OG Reuben because I feel like as time goes on, things get bigger, creamier, you just keep getting amped up.
Yeah.
Whereas this is more of like a humble one, you know?
Modest, frugal.
That's what it's giving.
It is definitely humble because me and Lucas were both saying like we pictured it to be like way thicker, but I kind of like how it's more of a thin gal.
Petite.
Ooh la la. It's delicious, what can I say? It just is so creamy in there. Like there's so much happening in this sandwich. Thank you. Tater tot taste test.
We are blessed.
They're yummy.
A lot of times I dip my Reuben in ketchup.
That's a little bit too weird for me.
On my second half, ooh, this side's creamier.
I am now digging into my second half. I gotta say my second half is creamier too.
Pickle taco.
I think that would be too much for one. It looks like we slammed it down.
I'm not gonna eat all the tater tots.
Same with me. It was about $40 to eat at Crescent Moon, so it's definitely not like a billionaire spot. Like the prices are pretty regular. When we were done eating, we learned a little bit more about the spot. Someone told us that Warren Buffett has been there, like we said, and he does order the burger with mayo.
Yeah, they also said he's from time to time to get the pork tenderloin.
And then they also said that he's been here with a few celebrities, but this was years ago. Like, I guess he was there with A-Rod, that one baseball player that was married to Jennifer Lopez. And also LeBron James has been there, I guess. He would meet with these like rich people and like, because like they would want financial advice from him, I guess.
And I guess he would just say, yeah, invest in Berkshire Hathaways.
We know everything about this guy now.
I know, everyone has a Warren Buffett story around these parts.
I know, it's actually like pretty cool how, yeah, there's like so many stories that we're hearing throughout this day. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. We've lived like Warren Buffett for a day. Yes, we've experienced luxuries today, like the Billionaire suite at the Fountain Hotel. But we've also experienced stuff that isn't that luxurious, like McDonald's for breakfast. That's what's so cool, is that we experienced a whole rainbow.
Bye-bye, Warren Buffett.